Welcome back to the channel. My name's Artie with CoinCasso, and in this episode, we go over the top news articles written in the last 24 hours to find out why Bitcoin just hit over $10,000. Now, I know you guys are just excited as I am, so let's jump into this first article, which is titled Bitcoin Breaches 10,000 for the first time since February. Bitcoin rallied Thursday on high volumes, trading above $10,000 for the first time since February 24th, late in the day. The cryptocurrency surged nearly 7% in 24 hours from $10,071 as of 7:47 p.m. Eastern, with most of the gains made up in the last 12 hours. The price was flirting on both sides of 10,000 as of press time. The rally means investors who purchased Bitcoin at the beginning of the year would now be up almost 40% on their investment. The rise comes after a massive crypto market sell-off in March as the economy fallout from COVID-19 battered both traditional and new alternative financial markets. And currently, the S&P 500 index is still down 10% year to date. Larger than usual Bitcoin buying volumes on spot exchanges like Coinbase rapidly pushed up the price for one Bitcoin starting around 9 a.m. Eastern time. This was absolutely crazy. Yesterday, when I got off of work, I checked my phone and Bitcoin literally shot up, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna buy some more, and then it tanked back down, and within an hour, it shot up over $700. And I'm very, very glad that we actually broke the $10,000 mark because we know now that that is going to be our next threshold. Now, if you guys have been following this channel for a while, you know that I'm an advocate of Bitcoin and its supply and demand. And with the upcoming Bitcoin halving, this means that the supply of Bitcoins produced every 10 minutes, the reward for each block mined, is going to be cut in half. So because there's so much demand in people wanting to get into Bitcoin, and the amount produced is going to be decreased. This is simply the law of supply and demand. There's going to be less and more people want it. It has to go up. There are many other moving parts to this. Because the miners' rewards for mining blocks is going to be cut in half, many of them aren't going to be profitable anymore, and they're going to be shutting their doors. More new people are investing in Bitcoin with their stimulus checks in the United States. Even hedge funds are adding Bitcoin to their portfolios. There's about 17 other factors that get mixed into this pot, and that's going to determine the price of Bitcoin. But the key thing to remember is supply and demand. More people want it, less Bitcoins are produced. I think it's going to go up. Let's continue on to the second article, which is titled Hedge Fund Pioneer Turns Bullish on Bitcoin Amid Unprecedented Monetary Inflation. Paul Tudor Jones, a pioneer of the modern hedge fund industry, is ready to bet on Bitcoin's price as an inflation hedge. Jones's firm manages $38 billion. And Tudor Investment Corp has been authorized to hold as much as a low single-digit percentage exposure of its assets in Bitcoin futures. Now, this article is really short, but on the bottom is a link to a 10-page market outlook which this hedge fund has produced to its investors. The fact that a hedge fund, which manages $38 billion, is willing to take out a percentage of their investments and put it into Bitcoin as a whole group for their investors, that's never been done before. Now, you have to remember, only 5% of people on Earth invest in cryptocurrencies. This opens up the possibility of the other 95% getting in. More demand, less supply. You do the math. And on to our last article of the day, which is titled Bitcoin Outperforming Gold and Stocks So Far This Month. Bitcoin looks to have decoupled from traditional markets as investors refocus on the network's imminent mining reward halving. While the top cryptocurrency by market value has gained nearly 5.9% so far this month, gold, a haven asset, has declined by 1%. Meanwhile, as of Wednesday, the S&P 500, Wall Street's equity index, was down 2.2% on a month-to-date basis. Bitcoin is also the best performing asset of 2020 to date, with a 28% year-to-date gain. Oil is down 66%, flashing red due to the massive deconstruction of the demand brought by the coronavirus pandemic. The cryptocurrency has moved largely in tandem with the stocks over the last 2 months, Prices fell from 10,000 to 3,867 in the first 2 weeks of March because of the coronavirus-led sell-off in global equities triggered a global dash for cash. The cryptocurrency rose back above 7,000 in the following 4 weeks, tracking the recovery in stocks. All of the news today on Bitcoin is good. The more good news we have, the more publicity we have on the halving, the more people invest into Bitcoin, the more hedge funds invest into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the more this entire industry will grow like crazy. Honestly, in like 10 years, I don't see why Bitcoin wouldn't be worth $100,000 each. I really hope you guys were watching this channel and invested in Bitcoin when I said it was a good idea at about $5,000. For those that did, congratulations, you just doubled your money in like a month and a half. And that's it for the news, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join us again next week when we go over the top cryptocurrency prices as well as the news every single weekday. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.